These people suffered mud-related mishaps. In 2016, this junior equestrienne was having the time of her life when her horse Lightning decided to have some messy fun too. Thankfully, the young girl took it all in stride and had a good laugh.
You've been pony dunked!
In 2017, a dog named Otis saved his owner's life. He and his owner, Jake Atkins, were duck hunting with a friend when they found themselves trapped in the mud.
We were walking pretty much side by side, and we both kind of sank to knee depth in the mud, and then we tried to wiggle ourselves out, and then ended up being waist deep.
The more they tried to get out, the worse they got stuck. They called 911, but the rescue team couldn't get to them safely.
If they walked out over all that mud, they would have sunk too. So there was no way for them to get to us or get a rope to us. And then when those firefighters popped out of the bushes, I said, just tie the rope onto Otis.
That's when the Chocolate Lab's fetching skills came into play. With a heavy rope in his mouth, Otis took 3 trips out on the sinking mud to save Jake, his friend, and their gear.
He followed me as they were pulling me. He was kind of walking right beside me as they were pulling me on my back. It was kind of funny.
In 2023, about 350 people suffered from rashes and other infections after participating in a Tough Mudder race in Sonoma County, California. Riley Wills had a nasty rash all over his arms and legs and had a fever.
It was pretty bad. The pimples were really painful, having the chills and just having that weird flu-like symptoms.
He was diagnosed with a rare skin infection called eromonas, which requires antibiotics.
My DMs were filling up from tons of people saying they had the same looking rashes.
Nicole Villagran also had a rash and flu-like symptoms.
I had the chills, I was lightheaded, and it was very painful to touch, almost like having a pimple on your face that needs to pop, but having 30 of them all over your arm.
Several others posted photos of their rashes on social media. All 8 in my group suffered this ailment after Sunday's race. Another competitor shared the end result of Tough Mudder, a painful rash everywhere. Also from 2023, there's a knock at the door. Who could it be? Someone who clearly needed a bath.
Dirty. Flowers.
In 2018, when Illinois' Belleville Fire Department responded to a call, they found a man stuck in the mud with his pet parrot. The man was out for a stroll when the parrot got stuck in a recently dredged lake. He went in to help and then got stuck himself. The fire department was called out.
When we arrived on scene, I initially saw the victim. He was up to about his knees in mud. I made contact with him, gave him a flotation device to help him distribute his weight.
The first responders deployed ladders to form a bridge, and the parrot complied.
This was a pretty tame pet, so that helped. I mean, he was more than happy to stay on his owner's shoulder and ride the whole ride back to the shore. Had he not had someone there in the park with him, it's quite possible that he could have still been stuck there and died of heat exhaustion. His one last request was, with his owner's water, was for a cracker.
In 2019, it was a race against the clock when a woman found herself trapped upside down in mud.
My car slipped and I can't see anything. There's water getting in the car. I'm freezing. I'm so scared.
She was desperate and gasping for air as she sank deeper and deeper.
Is someone coming?
Yes, ma'am. We have people on the way.
Please hurry. I'm scared. I'm really scared. It's getting deeper.
How deep is the water getting?
Got my neck.
Try to keep your head above the water, okay?
Okay.
Have you tried kicking the window or something?
I can't kick the window. Please, I can.
Stephen Fabian has more.
It was extremely dark and the woman's air pocket was closing fast. Then she realized her smartphone could help struggling rescuers find her exact location.
Let me see if I can look on my Google Maps. I'm near the amphitheater, on the exit right next to the amphitheater.
The water reached her chin. All seemed lost, and then...
I can hear you! Can you hear me? Hello?
Hold on.
Okay.
We can't see you.
Afterward, 20-year-old Amanda Antonio was lucky to be alive and was grateful to her rescuers.
They truly saved my life because without them, there was no way I would have gotten out of that car.
I'm so scared.
In 2019, an NYPD helicopter plucked an elderly man from a New York City swamp after he got stuck in the mud. Police say he was taking a shortcut through a marsh on Staten Island, trying to get to a nearby hospital when his feet started to sink. When the 83-year-old realized what was happening, he called 911.
I'm getting a 54 water rescue kit at 88 Old Town Road, 88 Old Town Road. That's Wilson's and Burgess. They'll call Stacy's in the swamp next to a parking garage's location. Stacy's sinking.
First responders had a hard time spotting the man because he was surrounded by tall weeds.
Stacy is next to the parking garage in the swamp area. Stacy's sinking, and this time he thinks the water's up to his neck.
Once authorities found him and airlifted him out, they took him to his original destination, Staten Island University Hospital.
Got somebody laying in the ground in the median south of you guys.
In 2017, this man crawled through mud to get away from police.
Crawling on all fours.
Thermal imaging video showed the suspect trying to escape using a ditch.
About a half-mile south of the accident.
Police in Florida say he was one of several people wanted in connection over a dispute at a Walmart. When cops arrived at the store, they saw a black truck speed away, which then crashed into a tree along a major highway. Investigators discovered the truck was stolen. With help from the helicopter, police were able to catch up with the suspect, who was arrested and charged with accessory to grand theft. In 2023, signs of devastation were everywhere in Peru due to storms and flooding. This man was covered in mud after being rescued from the deadly floodwaters. These people banded together to get a truck out of harm's way, while a crowd retrieved a three-wheeler motorcycle that turned upside down while carrying 12 passengers on it. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.